Hello and welcome to another episode of Pop Culture Reacts, and we are back with Bloodywood, and this time Gaddaar.
We love a bit of
So
Bloodywood on
so
here,
far,
don't we?
yeah, everything so far has been enjoyed. Obviously, you do have your little moments with the new metal rappy bits, but
I, I
majority,
just, I just don't think he's as good as all the other parts. I love the idea of them having a rapper. I just think he's average, which is horrible to say for a band that I really enjoy. And I think because I enjoy everything else so much, I really wish they had a stronger rapper vocal if they would go. Well, so if they go, obviously they do have it. They're gonna have one. Get a better one. Sorry, dude.
so shall we see what Gaddaar brings us?
Yeah, yeah. Let's do this.
ये ले ये मुसलमान का खून ये हिंदू का खून बता मुसलमान का कौन सा हिंदू का कौन सा बता साले बनाने वाले ने फर्क नहीं किया तू कौन आता फर्क करने वाला I see a snake turning to fate turning to hate turning to votes turning to notes like a kind of black money with the antidote best kind of bloody yeah we're bringing the hope you gotta walk the rope up on your block provoked and what you're not sure you wanna gotta block the boat where you at I don't need no gun I bring the fire and the fury of the third one son transforming once again transforming on again one don't get from me I'm control the time again turn on my life I'm watching not sure you wanna go rock the boat. Nigga, I got that. Never will I stop, never will I say die. I said never will I stop, never will I say. Never will I stop, never will I say die. I said never will I stop, never will I. Nigga, I got that. Slow clap the crap, they call them governance. More than a rap man, we're reforming governments. Full on attack man, get with the plan. We're here to pull apart the politicians and the God plan. Yeah, we're saying, but we're saying nothing new. We're just saying you better do the shit you say you're gonna do. None of that fake shit, WWE, cause you know we keep it real like the UFC.
मजा आया
Nigga, I got that. Never will I stop, never will I say die. I said never will I stop, never will I say. Never will I stop, never will I say die. I said never will I stop, never will I. Nigga, I got that. the big gang, make a big bang. Got me real wild like a Mustang. Untamed, ain't the player in the game. Burn it down and build it up and never do this
Well, there's a peek behind the curtain, and depending on when the videos come out, and depending on like which order they come out, if anyone notices like a theme of us wearing the same clothes, this has been a really great recording session so far, because this one makes it a hat trick for me of songs that I thought were really, really good. I am probably, in all honesty, a bit predisposed to them anyway. I've liked everything they've done so far, and this doesn't dispel that at all. In fact, this might be competing for my favourite one so far.
This is one of the better ones for the rapping vocals on, for the new metal bits on there, because it
Don't
fits
ruin it
in
by saying
with
new metal bits, and just because I said it might be the best one so far, don't try and get your bloody new metal propaganda in.
But oh yeah, this was beautiful, beautifully heavy. It said the rap metal bits in there are the best ones we've had so far with them, and it
Yeah,
just,
I do agree.
everything worked so well in there. And
Piss
there's a
taken aside, after us talking about me saying like how he's the weakest part of me, I do think it was the best by him. I think it's Raul. I think his name is. This is his best one so far. I will say, like, I'm not going to go all the way like brilliant. I felt like latterly in the song, some of it outstayed its welcome and some of it wasn't all brilliant. But I jumped over you. I think you were just about to say my favourite piece of his rapping, though, so I'll throw it back to you.
Dropping in a Fed reference.
Yeah. And you
Just-
know, and then UFC to follow it up. Yeah, I quite like that. But no, I think in that opening sort of stretch, and let's go with like the chorus parts of him. I think that was the strongest I've heard him sound. But not just kind of in delivery, but connectivity to everything else that's going on around it. I thought that really did sit really, really, really well with what was happening musically. And terrible apologies if I really butcher this, but I think, is it Giant, the main lead vocalist. I've one of the reasons why I think his rapping delivery sits a little bit further away from me is because of how much I love his voice. And again, this one I just thought brilliant. I mean, that, and I'm not saying that hasn't been sort of passion and anger in other songs, but I think due to the messaging here, that passion just shone through, like really, 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 from someone that I have liked before to go in, yeah, that was the strongest vocal performance I've heard from you so far, and it was really good.
Yeah, and again, I know we've said it on all of theirs, but their using of the Bhangra drums and Bhangra sort of guitars and stuff.
Yeah.
On this, because on some of them they have the Bhangra section, or it sort of has its little moment in there. Being
this felt much more throughout, didn't it? Yeah,
and like the drum and the drumming style sort of sitting in there pretty much constantly, and none of it felt like a gimmick like it can on when they have it as just a section.
Or maybe partially, because we're getting a bit more used to it sounds less gimmicky, but I am with you. I think it was much more constant and throughout, and probably because of the subject matter that they were leaning into. But it even more brought home to me where we'd liked it before, but possibly we'd fallen in love with the gimmick. I think this further reinforced me of going, no, there's a beautiful mix of sounds here that mix perfectly. and I want more. I think that's one of the things I come out of this with is I really like these. I really want to hear more of them, but I kind of even more want to hear what's going on in the Indian metal scene, if that is such a thing. Like, if these are
Yeah,
kind of one of the few, I don't know, but yeah, it made me want to kind of go, well, who else is doing stuff out there, and what is it? Because let's see if it's as good as this.
yeah. It said, see, these are the big one that everyone knows because they've had the international exposure.
Yeah,
But there's got to be a scene out there for it because you
yeah,
know there is everywhere.
yeah,
But it would be quite interesting to have other Indian bands come into the radar and stuff, and
yeah,
sort of
and maybe that comparison of going, does it sound so good because they're so good at doing it? Because I think not only with like the Bhangra drums and things like that, I think tonally his singing voice mixes perfectly with the music as well. Whereas
yeah,
it's not the same tone that we would generally have got from bands from anywhere else in the world. So, but yeah, I guess I'd like to know: are they just brilliant, or is there almost a secret ingredient here that says that stuff just mixes so well? Lots of people would sound brilliant doing it in this style.
yeah. Um, but yeah, everything we've done with these so far, I've loved all of it, and
Yeah.
I'm all for more. So as always,
Oh,
down
before
there.
we go on, we often talk about like chucking on playlists and stuff like that, and we probably talked about it on the show, but we'd certainly talk about offline. Is sometimes there are certain songs that you go to when you're in a certain mood, and I'm not necessarily saying like I need to be angry to listen to this, but sometimes when you want to feel a bit of anger, like you kind of want to g yourself up. This is going straight into that playlist of songs that I'll be listening to when I kind of really want to, I don't know, pump my energy up, I guess.
Yes. So yeah, down there. If you know any other Indian metal bands and stuff, so we can get more onto the radar. Um,
Yeah.
Also, thoughts and feelings on this, as always. YouTube things of like, subscribe, and ring off the bells. And until next time, good day.